Hey guys, today I have a special little treat for you iPad, some iPhone, and iPod Touch users. And I think you guys are going to like this video a lot because it is some tips and tricks that you guys most likely or might not know about. So it can save you time, money, and battery life. So the first one I'm going to show you is a very common one that most may not know, and I certainly didn't know it until a few weeks ago, is you double tap the home button down here. And this works on iPod Touch, the new version, as well as the new iPhones. So when you double tap the home button, it brings up these little icons, which are your open apps. And they're not just like shortcuts, well they are, but these are your running apps in the background. So if your iPod is lagging, your iPad's going to slow, this is most likely the reason, because you have all these different apps open right now. And it's just contributing to slowing your iPad down a lot. So what you do is you press and hold, and you just press the little X down here, as you can see. And you can download them straight from your iPad. Just put in your little info, and that's it. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. I got a nice little treat for every iPad and some iPhone and iPod Touch users. So wait for the next video and check it out. Hey guys, today I have a special little treat for you iPad, some iPhone, and iPod Touch users. And I think you guys are going to like this video a lot because it is some tips and tricks that you guys most likely or might not know about. So it can save you time, money, and battery life. So the first one I'm going to show you is a very common one that most may not know, and I certainly didn't know it until a few weeks ago, is you double tap the home button down here. And this works on iPod Touch, the new version, as well as the new iPhones. So when you double tap the home button, it brings up these little icons, which are your open apps. And they're not just like shortcuts, well they are, but these are your running apps in the background. So if your iPod is lagging, your iPad's going to slow, this is most likely the reason, because you have all these different apps open right now. And it's just contributing to slowing your iPad down a lot. So what you do is you press and hold, and you just press the little X down here, as you can see. Wait for you guys. You see they're all wiggly. You just press the X, 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 and just so on and so on until you're all done. And it'll speed up your iPad like crazy, as well as save tons and tons of battery life. And the reason being is because when you have so many apps open, it's just using so much data and so much memory on your iPad. It's just struggling to stay like alive, basically. And it's just a very nice, helpful thing. Another one is if you tap your home button and slide your finger to the right on the bottom screen, it will bring over these little controls such as your brightness levels, your sound levels, and if you press play where the sound is coming from, like say you have an internet song open, it will show you the little Safari button. Or if you have YouTube and you want to play a song in the background, it'll show you the little YouTube icon down here. But if I press play right now, you'd play from my iPod selection. So I'll do that. She want it, I can tell she want it. And it'll just play that song. And you can control your volume right here. And your brightness of your screen right here, which is a very good battery saver. If you really want to save battery and make your iPad or iPhone last for days, you turn it down all the way, and that helps so much. But in the sake of this video, I'm going to keep my brightness all the way up. And that's some helpful tip right there. Another one is if you go into your settings, and you go into Bluetooth. Make sure it's off unless you're using Bluetooth to pair with something, which most likely you're not going to be, so always keep that off. It'll save tons and tons of battery. And the next one is, if you guys just have your iPad and you just got it out of the box, you see the side button right here. It's a little locking button, and the manual settings is set to mute, so when you pull that down it will mute your sounds. And that's not really useful, because since you have these controls on the side to control your volume like this, you can always have it on or off by just pushing down all the way or going all the way to where you want it. So what you do is turn it to lock rotation, and instead of having it turn all the time on you, like say you want to lay on the couch and just keep it this way, but you're like kind of like laid at a weird angle and you don't want it to turn, you can turn lock rotation on, and when you have it portrait style, it'll stay landscape mode. So you can also turn that off and it'll change back to portrait. You can lock it in portrait, you can lock it this way, you can lock it any way your iPad turns. So it's very helpful, very useful, instead of the mute that the factory settings are set to. Another one that I use a lot when I'm typing things, or like I downloaded Pages and I do all my reports and stuff for school on this. That's Keynote on Pages. I do reports on here, and it gets really annoying typing on the virtual screen here. So what you do, it's a little trick that a lot don't know. You go into settings. You have to have a Bluetooth keyboard. Any wireless keyboard will work as long as it's Bluetooth, but it cannot have a USB plug-in because there's nowhere to plug a USB cord into your device. So what you do, you have your Bluetooth keyboard, you go to Bluetooth and you turn it to on, and it'll search for your thing, and see it found my keyboard here. I can click there and it'll pair up with my keyboard, and it'll show like a little screen, and it'll say to type something in, like a little code. It'll say like type in Bob, and you type in Bob, and then your keyboard is paired with your iPad, and then you can just use it, and it has all the exact same functions as it would on the Mac or PC, except the function keys at top, like F6, F1, those don't work because they don't really serve a purpose on your device. So it's very helpful when you want to type long reports and you don't want to use the virtual screen. And I believe that works with the iPhone as well. So the next one I'm going to show you is going to save you tons and tons of money. And I mean that. If you want to get free apps on the App Store, what you do is, they're not completely free, any app you want. One of your friends has to have it. So say your friend has an iPad, and say he bought this app, let's see, he bought Doodle Jump for iPad, and you're like, hey man, that's cool, I love that app, but I don't want to spend $3 on the app. What you do is you go down here, you hit the Apple ID, it says your email here, you hit that, and then you press sign out. I'm not going to sign out. And then you sign in with your friend's account, and all you have to do is press install, and it'll install the app that he's bought and paid for free. You don't have to pay for it. And then once you're done with that, you log back into your account and you're all good to go. It doesn't lose any of your information, it doesn't do anything to your device, it just gives you the app for free. I did that with all my Pages, Numbers, and Keynote, as well as Analytics and iMockups. So it saved me $50 right there in apps, just because my brother had those apps and I downloaded them using his Apple ID. So it saved me $50 just using that simple trick of going down at the App Store and changing the Apple ID to my brother's, and then downloading them and then logging back into mine. It works every time like a charm. I don't know if it works for iTunes. I have not tried it yet, so don't count me responsible if it doesn't work for iTunes, but 100% sure it works for App Store. So try that out. It's very, very helpful and useful. The next tip and trick I'm going to show you is to view source in your iPad. So say this is Craigslist app right here, or Craigslist site. Say you're a coder and you really want to view the source. So you press view source right here. And it'll show you the source of the website. This is for coders, because I know there's a lot of coders and inspiring people that want to code websites, and they really like to look over codes of websites to get ideas for their next code. So what you do to get that little thing, because your bookmarks don't have the view source thing yet, what you do is go to Google and type in, let's go to google.com, and what you have to do is type in view source on iPad browser, and there is somewhere on here one of these links. There's like a little right here. What you do is you copy all this code into the following text area to clipboard, and then you press bookmark. So what you do is select all, copy, oops, get out of this, and then you press, I'm just following the instructions here. I'm not gonna show you all this. So you just follow instructions. I believe it was the third one down on view source on iPad browser. All you have to do is follow these steps, and then you can have your little thing right here, and it says view source, and all you have to do is click it, and it'll show you the source of this whole entire website. And that's for coding purposes as well as educational. So that's how to view source on the iPad browser. Very easy, quick to do, probably takes about 2 minutes to set up everything. So the next one I'm going to show you is in your settings, and it is how to, where is it? General, and it's how to set restrictions as well as take them off. So say you're a father and you want to restrict some things on your kid's iPad or phone, like adult content. So you do enable restrictions, and you put the passcode, and the standard passcode will be 0000. And then you can restrict certain things on here, like in-app purchases. Say you don't want them to buy stuff in their apps and spend all your credit card money. You can block certain things on YouTube. You can block certain things on Safari. And a lot of parents don't know that, but they can actually block things on their child's device in case they want to censor some things. And it's very helpful for parents as well as people that just don't want to use that. So those are some tips and tricks on the iPad as well as the iPhone and iPod Touch. So thanks for watching.